Hi everyone, it's Stephanie Thompson. Welcome back to Read Your Library. Today we're going to look at two books about a country and a city that has always fascinated me that I have not been able to visit yet, but I still hope to someday. And that's Egypt and its capital, Cairo. And one of the reasons, aside from all the normal ones, that Egypt and Cairo fascinate me so much is because on my mother's side, my mother and her two brothers were born there and lived there as children before moving to Lebanon. And so I grew up with stories about life in Egypt, and this was in the roughly pre-war and right after the Second World War era. My grandmother spent the first half of her life there and was married there and had her 3 kids. So I'm fascinated. Of course, I know that Egypt isn't like it was then anymore. There have been a lot of changes, but I still hope to visit someday and see the places that they told me about and get a feel for the country and the people. And 2 of the books on my shelf, there's this one, Cairo, the City Victorious, is a great look at the city itself from a historical perspective, told in a very narrative, entertaining way, and really just a great snapshot. There's so much to be said about Cairo, but this book really describes it from a historical perspective, but also from a modern perspective in a really affectionate way, written by someone who clearly has spent a lot of time there and loves the city. And then as a companion to that, today I'm telling you about The Map of Love by Ahdaf Swaif, Egyptian writer. She's a tremendous writer. It's a really well-written book. It basically tells the parallel stories, 2 love stories within the same family, one in the past and one in the present. So this woman who is navigating her relationship while discovering secrets and finding out more about her grandparents and their relationship. And there's a lot about Egypt and what it's like to live in Egypt and be Egyptian that's wrapped up in this story. It's beautifully written. I really recommend it. It touches on some thorny subjects like, sexual politics, colonialism, imperialism, but all in a very humane and human way. So Cairo, the City Victorious, and The Map of Love by Ahdaf Swaif. I really recommend both of these if you'd like to read more and learn more about Egypt. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time on Read Your Library.